TiPS, Today in Public Safety, your go-to podcast for today's breaking stories in public safety news. Here's your host, Fletch, with today's TiPS.
The PSAP's very first IP call is a milestone. It's not the finish line. Hey everyone, it's Fletch. Welcome to Friday and this edition of TiPS, Today in Public Safety. This week we followed NG911 from the funding decision to the migration itself. Today, we're going to bring it home with a deceptively simple question. When is NG911 actually finished? Next Generation 911 is not finished when the contract gets signed. It's not finished when the ESInet gets connected. It's not finished when that first IP call arrives. No. Now, there are important milestones for sure, but a modern transport network alone is not what provides NG911 capability. NTIA's 2026 cost study points out that even mature implementations may still lack complete end-to-end functions. Now, those gaps can include geospatial routing, transferring a call with its associated data between jurisdictions, and sharing incident information with responders in the field in real time. So a center can look like it's next-gen from the inside, while the larger ecosystem remains incomplete. But Next Generation 911 only reaches its value when the call, location, media, and incident data are able to move together seamlessly through the entire emergency response ecosystem chain. Interoperability is the test. So let me use a practical example here. A wireless caller reports an emergency near a jurisdictional boundary. That call reaches the first ECC, but the incident belongs with the neighboring center. In a complete environment, the call transfers with accurate location and all the associated data. The receiving telecommunicator shouldn't have to rebuild the incident from scratch. No, that information needs to arrive in a form that the receiving system can understand and use. That's interoperability. It's not just two vendors saying that their products support the same standard. It's two operational environments proving that they can exchange real emergency traffic and do it correctly, securely, and consistently, not just in a lab or a cutover test. To do this, the testing program needs to include everyday calls, transfers that include abandoned calls, malformed data, network congestion, and cyber events. You also need failures that are going to force traffic onto alternate routes. Trust me, the exceptions are going to tell you more about your readiness state than the perfect demonstration call or test plan. The operational finish line. In 2024, 42 states, the District of Columbia, Guam, and Puerto Rico all reported spending on NG911 programs. Together, those reported expenditures exceeded $535 million. The migration is real, and significant work is underway. Trust me, I work on it every single day. But spending is an input. Operational capability is the outcome. I would define the finish line with 5 questions. Number 1, can the system route calls accurately using validated geospatial data? Number 2, can calls and their data move across boundaries? Number 3, can the network fail over without losing emergency service? Number 4, can trained personnel operate through failures and degraded conditions? And number 5, can the funding model sustain the environment after the implementation team goes home? Now, if the answer to any one of those questions is no, that project may be progressing, but it's not finished. And here's the message I want you to carry into your next planning meeting. Next Generation 911 is complete when the public receives reliable, interoperable service from the point of origin through the response, not when an individual piece of the technology goes live. That's been our problem for the last decade, at least. Well, that closes out our week on NG911 funding and the network migration. If this series gave you something useful, please share it with the person responsible for your technical roadmap, your budget, or your operational readiness. I'm Fletch, and this is TiPS Today in Public Safety. Remember, you can find the full archive at 911tips.com. My blogs are at fletch.tv, and all my contact information is at fletch911.com. Stay safe. If you're in public safety, thanks for what you do. We'll see you next week. Hey, it's Fletch. Thanks so much for joining me today. I really hope you learned something new. Please remember to like and subscribe so you'll be notified of all of our new episodes. TiPS publishes 3 times each week on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday mornings at 8 a.m. Eastern. You can also listen to or read my blogs and other long-form content at fletch.tv, and my professional website with all my contact information is at fletch911.com. Once again, thanks so much for spending some time with me. And if you're in public safety, as always, thanks for what you do every single day. We'll catch you later. Take care.
You've been listening to TiPS Today in Public Safety, your go-to podcast for today's breaking stories and public safety news. Hosted by Fletch and available every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Catch past episodes on 911tips.com. I am Spider Harrison, the official 911 voiceover dude. No small animals were harmed in the making of this podcast. However, it may contain peanuts, or peanuts may have been used in its production. This content is void where prohibited or expressly forbidden by law. And by the way, I said peanuts.